Hi, everybody. I hope you are having a great day. For those of you who don't know, I am Margaret Phillips. I am a psychic medium, a Reiki master, a shamanic energy healer, a life coach, and a certified hypnotherapist. I am the owner of Angels Always Around Us. If you are looking to make an appointment with me after the show or at any point in time, you can go to angelsalwaysaroundus.com or you can go to my Facebook page, Angels Always Around Us. You can find me on Instagram at Angel Margaret P. We are, since I am a psychic and this is a psychic radio, we are going to take a caller. I think they have one hopefully waiting. Possibly not. So while we're waiting here for a moment or two, also to let you know, I'm a psychic medium, so I can do mediumship readings. I read angel cards. I channel guardian angels for people. Um, I can do this remotely. I can do it through video chat, phone. I am also doing readings and healings in person in Pennsylvania at the Awaken Center. So you can always come by and you can, shoot me a message. You can give me a call, 856-449-9099. We can set up an appointment for your in-person or your remote reading or healing session. Um, I am glad everybody who is here today. I'm kind of hanging on here, seeing if we possibly have a caller. I think they're trying to find one. Um, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself while we're waiting for a caller. I have been talking to the deceased since I was a kid. I remember fondly, and if those of you who've been to my talks and workshops at previous events, you might have heard this story. But when I was a kid, I guess I was about 7 or 8 years old. My mom told me I was too old to be talking to to have an imaginary friend. And I asked her, I said, what are you talking about? I'm talking to grandma. And, so my mom tried to tell me that, I didn't know, I didn't, 'cause she had like, didn't have pictures around, so we didn't really know what she looked like. Um, but long story short, I described her to my mom, and lo and behold, scared the crap out of my mom because she didn't know anything about mediumship or gifts, and she didn't know what to do with a daughter who could see people who were dead. We have a caller from Canada, I believe it said.
Me?
Sarah. Hi,
Yes.
Sarah. How can I help you today?
Um, I was hoping to get a reading done today.
Okay. Do you have a specific question that you're wondering that's pressing on your mind?
I'm very lost in my life right now. I've been a stay-at-home mom for a very long time, and I don't know what my future holds as far as like maybe where things are going.
Okay. Well, a couple of things here, Sarah. Um, so I've pulled some angel cards for you. First thing I want you to know, hopefully you can see the card here. This is Serena, and she is the angel of abundance, and she is coming to tell you that, abundance is on the horizon. So, as you're shifting, you're kind of getting that. You've been a good mom, you've taken care of your kids, you've stayed at home for a while, but now they're older. And now you're kind of like, where's my identity? Where am I, supposed to be? But at the same time, how can I make everything work? That's the number one question of parents. How can I make it work? How can I spend time with my kids and still go? Serena is here to tell you to go ahead and start to pursue your hobbies, start to pursue your interests, start to figure out, what it is you want to do, because she is going to make sure that you are provided for. And our next card is a wonderful backup card, actually, to Serena. Um, and this is Aurora, and she tells you, continue to fly high. I think, Sarah, it's not going to take you long if you sit down, you make a list of things that make, things you find joy in, another list of things you find closer to spirit in, and things that you're good at. So you make those three lists, you find out which, items on those lists all intersect, and that's your life purpose. When we work on our life purpose, we're protected and we're blessed financially. Doesn't mean we're going to have 5 limos in the car, but when we work towards our life purpose, work towards what we're supposed to do, our lives get better and the finances ease and we can breathe a little bit. Now, as
Mhm.
you start doing this, the one thing Aurora says, like I said, she says, you're flying high, good things. She's kind of reaffirming what Serena says to you, but at the same time, she also comes with a warning. She wants you to know that, some people, some of your other stay-at-home mom friends aren't going to be real comfortable with you going out in the working world. They're not going to, they're going to have their concerns that are running through their head are gonna they're gonna voice them out loud to you. Like they're gonna start listing all the reasons why they don't work. And some of those
Yeah.
are legitimate reasons. And but they're kind of gonna try to pull you back in and kind of be like, oh well, you're supposed to be a mom. And yeah, it's good to be a mom, but we still have to have our own personalities. We still have to have our own lives. So, we still
Yeah.
have to have some part of us that makes us not mom, because we are more than mom. But a lot of times society likes us to think that that's the only title we're supposed to have. So as you go through this, the other card that came up is Grace and Antoinette. And they come to when people need to look at the other person's perspective. And in this case, because we asked them about your purpose, um, it may sound a little weird to you because I know you've got your kids you take care of, but it feels like you're supposed to kind of go down some kind of counseling or coaching vein. Like you were sent here to help other people. You're very good at listening to both sides of the story and kind of teasing out fact from what people think they perceive as reality.
Yeah.
Have have you ever
Yeah,
given
I
any
am.
thought to that? Have you ever given any
Yeah.
thought to being a counselor?
The problem is that I don't have my high school right. I have my kids young.
Well,
So,
there's GEDs, there's programs you can do, there's lots of things you can do. You just have to kind of research it. Um, don't
he
let
actually
fear.
here in Ontario, they took away the GED.
Oh, well,
So,
continue to research it because I'm sure that as you research it, things are always changing. Research and find ways to get around it, find ways. And you know what? If you have to go back and attend some classes, then go back and attend some classes. But, don't let that fear stand in your way. Don't let I'm too old to do this, it's too late. As long as you're breathing and your mind is working, it's never too late. I know people and I've coached people in their 60s who decided they wanted a life change, change their career 2 years before retirement. It's all good. It's about
yeah.
what makes you feel content.
Um the the other thing that I have an issue with pursuing and moving forward is not so much my children holding me back, but I have my husband. My husband is very negative and likes to um hmm, so I don't really know where that is going forward either.
Well,
Um
take it one step at a
because he
time. First thing you have to do is make a plan for you. So you have to
yeah,
plan how you're going to start getting the education you need so you can move through and do what you need to do. And you've already pointed out that he's negative. You've already pointed out some behaviors you don't like. And you guys can kind of you know what you don't like about it, so you can kind of try to set up some boundaries and be like, I want to share my life with you, but when all you do is talk negatively to me, makes it very difficult for me to want to open up with you.
yeah,
And the other
yeah,
thing, again, first priority is, and you don't have to figure out the whole picture, just get a general idea, do some research for the next couple of weeks, allow yourself time to figure out how can I get the next step of my education process? Because I hear that that is, where your next step is you have to get that education part out of the way so that you can move forward. And again, Serena and Aurora are here and they're saying, we're going to make sure she's supported as long as she's, fulfilling her purpose, as long as she's working on her purpose. And, I think, like I said, Aurora comes with that warning that some people are not going to be happy with you making these changes. I think your husband, unfortunately, sounds like he's going to be like your biggest anti change cheerleader. But that doesn't
yeah,
matter because once you start like looking into your life purpose, once you start and you find what you're supposed to do, you find what kind of counseling or coach you're supposed to be, there will be that fire will ignite. It's already ignited inside of you, but it will burn so bright that all that negativism, you just let that negativity go. And, just know that you are working on your life purpose. You are working on helping other people. You are doing what God intended for you to do. And all the other stuff, it kind of like instead of being that annoying noise that's right in your face, it kind of just fades into the background so you almost can't hear it. And then, if the time comes and you decide that you have to go another way, as far as the marriage goes,
Yeah.
that's a thing, we can always look into in the future.
Yeah. I do know that it's a very common thing that when you start making life choices and changes for the better good for yourself and whatever else, like for your children or whatever the case may be, a lot of people don't like it and they end up backing away, or you end up weaning them out of your life because, that's just the way life takes you, right?
Yes. And,
So,
and once you surround yourself with positivity and positive people in your life, you're not going to want those negative people around. Um,
yeah.
I do apologize. We are almost out of time. But thank you so much for joining us today. It was an honor to read your cards and to get in tune with spirit for you today. Um,
Okay. Thank you very
and
much.
you're welcome. And again, if anybody wants more information about me or my services, you can go to my website, www.angelsalwaysaroundus.com, my Angels Always Around Us Facebook page. I also have a Facebook group called Angelic Inspiration and Guidance. Please feel free to join that, put in a little, the entry questions that you heard me on the radio. We'll let you in the group. I do affirmations, talk about angels, talk about crystals, talk about spirit animals, all kinds of good stuff. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you next week.